All right, everyone. Welcome back to our little segment here for the Almost Sideshow, the Breaking Bad character draft. I'm Adam, as always. There is Terry, and we are joined by our two guests from the sideshow, Mr. Sack Salts and Todd. You guys know them because you guys are listening to the episode.
Yeah,
Salud.
There we go.
Salud.
Cool. We are here to do a character draft. So Todd has made a spreadsheet of a lot of characters. We're going to go through 8 to 10 rounds, depending on how well we're feeling, and we're going to just draft our favorite characters and see who has the best one. We might put this out on Twitter, who knows? But really excited to kind of wrap up and do the perfect culmination of Breaking Bad with a draft. So our first one.
Yeah, Adam and I have been recording these things for
weeks,
over a year, and we started like August of 2023, and now it's October 2024, and it's the final breakdown. That was what I was going for.
That's good
with my banner there. I mean, it's gonna be a cool way to finish it up. Adam and I have been watching it and recording. Adam was watching it for the first time. Todd's been watching along. Zach wins. I mean, he was on one episode, and I think he's watched one episode.
But I will say the Todd spreadsheet is immensely helpful in this.
All right, so we've got some categories here. So 10 rounds, and everyone has to pick a main character. Everyone has to pick a member of the cartel or Salamanca family.
Okay.
Everyone has to pick someone who either works for Gus or Madrigal.
Okay.
Everyone has to pick a villain. Everyone has to pick a character that appeared in less than 5 episodes. I love that category. Everyone has to pick a douchebag, which is a great one too. Yeah, and then 4 wild cards that can be from any of the categories. So that's what we've got here. And we're gonna do a game here to determine the draft order. I'm gonna go last since I'm organizing the game. So here we go. You guys need to write this down, and you're gonna show it up to the camera. And whoever is closest goes first. Whoever is second goes second. Whoever is the furthest away goes last. How many times does Jesse Pinkman say bitch in Breaking Bad?
Wow.
All right, what do we got here? Adam says 35. Zach says 467. Todd says 181. So the answer is 54. So you guys were way off. You knew it started with us, though. Adam wasn't too far off.
Less than
Adam
one
goes
per
first. Yeah, I was surprised at that too. There's 62 episodes.
This is Scorsese over here with all the swearing.
So Todd goes second. Zach goes third. I go last. So that's our order. Lucky. We're doing a snake draft here. And let's see how this goes. Here's the draft board. We got it all set up and ready to go. Adam, you have the first pick. You can pick anywhere on the board. Where are we going?
Well, I think we have to do main character here, and that's why we're going to go Jesse Pinkman. We're going Jesse Pinkman number 1. He's great. He's on a bitch, but he's great.
Yeah, Jesse Pinkman goes number 1. Oh, I should put like a little number 1 next to it because that was your first pick. Jesse Pinkman number 1. Todd, where are you going next?
See, you don't want to get crippled by the main characters because we only have 6 listed as main characters. So I feel like you gotta go there, or you could be completely screwed.
Terry's in a good spot though for the main character pick though.
So I guess I gotta go with Walter Harwell White, aka Heisenberg.
Is Heisenberg a douchebag, or are we just leaving it as 1?
Oh. He's one. They are one and the same eventually. I mean, it's Walt. He's the driving force of the show. So I think I'd be lucky to have him on my list. So there we go.
All right, Zach, where are you going?
Okay, so here's really my philosophy about making this, because you guys have set no rules or no boundaries. So here's really my approach is I'm just thinking about my favorite scenes in the show and which characters they involved. And one of my top 5 scenes of the show, the first one that I think of that involves any of these remaining characters, is when Hank confronts Walt in the garage with the Schrader brow. And that's a legendary scene. And I think Dean Norris's performance only got better as the series went along. His character got more sympathetic in many ways once he was less of an asshole. So I have to go with Hank Schrader. Also because he's the only one of the cast members that was in The Firm. Great Tom Cruise movie. Tom Cruise, baby.
So, all right. So
I'm leaving Terry with a great threesome for Terry.
The remaining main characters are Maurice, Skyler, and Walter Jr. Yeah, so I think I'm kind of happy because I don't need to worry about a main character right now. I can go elsewhere and do something fun. Yeah,
Gatorade me, bitch.
Yeah, thank you. We're gonna go with all right, we're talking characters who work for Gus/Magical. Is Gus included in that? I think Gus needs to be included in that.
He's in villains.
He works for himself. Oh, okay, yeah, he's in villains. All right, I'm going Gus in villains. That's where we'll put him. I'm going Gustavo Fring. That's my first pick.
I mean, the category placement is not exact. We can argue into different categories if you really want to, but not the main character, because those are the only 6 that are in like more than like 40 episodes or something.
Yeah. So I'm going Gustavo Fring there, and then I need one more pick to wrap this around. And for that other pick, I'm going to go with do I want to go there already? I think I'm gonna fill in a wild card spot because because I think it's the only category he fits into. I'm going Skinny Pete. Skinny Pete's my second pick here.
Wow.
Yes. I'm going Skinny
It's
Pete.
a thing called talent. They don't got it.
Yo, I'm Skinny Pete.
Wow, was not guessing the Pete was going to be so high. That's
he was going to get drafted.
I think he redeems himself a little bit in El Camino too. Like after
his hat,
Camino again, I'm
like my hero and shit.
You like my
Skinny Pete? Like, he would be on the list of characters with a surprising amount of depth to them that perhaps is not always revealed on the show.
Zach,
all right. Well, thank you, Terry. I changed my MVP voting from Todd to Terry because he left me with the pick that I would have gone first had I understood the category system more. I'm obviously going to go with the legendary Slippin' Jimmy, aka Saul Goodman. He would have been my first.
Which slot is he filling?
Category. I guess. Oh, there's so many good douchebags though. I mean, I'm going to put him in wild card. I don't consider him a douchebag. I think he actually comes in handy a lot and is integral to. Can I do that? Can I place him in a different category? Or does it have to stick with the category?
No, you can put him there. I mean, I would just say you could take more than one douchebag if you wanted to. But I mean, if you don't think he's a douchebag, then have him in.
If you want to leave that slot open, that's a good way to do it.
Okay. Yes, I'm going to do that.
Okay. I like that pick. I thought about going with Saul, but I also looked at the amount of douchebags and I was like, oh man, no, I don't. Those are all good. Okay.
All right. My next pick. I mean, I gotta do it.
Todd.
We gotta take Todd in villain because he's. I mean, next to Gus, he is the most just cold-blooded and confusing villain I have ever seen in a TV show, and he's. I mean, and obviously Jesse Plemons is amazing in that role. So Todd needs to be a high pick on here. So there, he's my villain.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick.
Okay.
Especially after if you just watched season 5 in El Camino, you've gotta. Adam, you got the wraparound picks.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with guys who work with Gus and Madrigal. I'm glad he kind of fell to me. Mike Ehrmantraut.
Yeah, I realized I missed that one.
Well, I was like, wow, that guy was arguably could have been a first round pick, but he fell to the bottom of the second round, almost third round. It's crazy. Walter. So I got to go with Mike Ehrmantraut. So I got a wraparound pick here. Yeah, I think we got to do it too. I'm going villain.
Tight, yeah.
Yeah, we got to go Tuco.
Oh man, dude, you're killing me, man.
Tuco. Tight. Yeah.
Obviously, a great pick.
Yeah, Tuco Salamanca, one of my favorite villains. Very memorable for his under 5 episodes he's in. Could be there too. I think he's been in a little bit more than 5, but Tuco's very memorable. He almost killed Thanos.
He's only been in 4. He was only in 4 episodes. That's what I was surprised to see that.
Oh wow, he could have been under 5.
Whoa, really?
Whoa.
Well, I have him on the list.
Oh crap! I didn't even pay attention to that. I didn't even see him under that. Oh yeah, he's right there. Yeah, so Tuco, number 5.
He's such an integral part of season 1. You just got to remember, season 1's only 7 episodes long.
That is true. Good point.
Because I guess he's in the last 2 episodes of season 1 and the first 2 of season 2. Is that it?
I guess.
But his presence is felt throughout because of Mr. Salamanca. Wow. Yeah, great. So that's my picks, Mike and Tuco.
On to 3rd round, Todd.
Okay, so now it gets a little interesting. I'm going to go with the Salamanca or cartel character. I'm going Don Eladio.
Ooh.
Which is of course played by Stephen Bauer from Scarface, and he is the one guy in that whole episode that you could just tell is like he's the boss. Just like how he acts, how he carries himself. He's the boss, and he's awesome, and he's the one that of course distributes the tequila to everybody. So it's one of my favorite. That's probably my favorite episode to watch of the entire show, and he's a big part of that.
Zach, it's your pick.
All right, to my beloved www.where'swalterwhite.com. I'm going in the category of Cartel Salamanca, the R.I.P. the late Gale Bedecker. Okay, he is obviously a chemistry super freak. He might have been the character best played by Nicolas Cage, actually, if you're talking about characters played by Nicolas Cage in The Rock. And he has libertarian beliefs, and he likes music. And him and Walter White, that's the real tragedy of the show, is that him and Walter were never really able to cultivate a great bromance, the bromance that never was.
So he's not a cartel guy. That'd be the Gus Madrigal one, right?
Whatever category you have him in, Todd. I misspoke. So yes, put him in Gus Madrigal. There we go. He's also, right. I mean, he's really the movie maker ticket taker, because had he not wrote the dumb inscription on the book, the last season never would have happened. Thank you, Gail.
Thank you, Gail. Here we go. My wraparound picks. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Cartel Salamanca family, because what'd you do to my Tio? We're going Hector Salamanca.
Yep.
Ding,
ding, ding.
He's like OG Cartel. Him and that bell. And goes out like no one goes out quite like Hector's way of going out is better than Walt's way of going out. Like he owns that moment better than anybody else. So Hector Salamanca is my pick there.
Better than Hank though.
Oh man, he goes out on his terms though.
Definitely better than Gomi though.
Well, yeah, that goes without saying.
Wouldn't it be funny if we pick Gomi off camera, like for the draft? Just like the feed cuts out, somebody picked Gomi. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be pretty great. I know where we're going. I'm taking another wild card off the board. I'm going Jane. Jane Margolis is starting the 4th round. And what's a bummer is she doesn't belong in any of the other categories along with Skinny Pete, but she is one of the more fascinating characters in this whole thing. And you gotta love Jane. So and the fact that El Camino, like the last line is given to Jane. Like the last line of Breaking Bad is given to Jane. That that just shows just how important she is to the entire plot of the whole thing. What does Walt do when he truly wants to gut Jesse and make him feel like he doesn't want to live anymore? He tells him that he watched Jane die. Like, she is such a pivotal point to everything else that happens in the show. You got to include Jane like early on. So
yeah, he's like your ex-girlfriend, not even your current girlfriend. He's got it. He makes that dig because he knows how important it was.
Well, and what the last thing Jesse thinks about, he doesn't think about Andrea. He thinks about Jane. Like, you could say the last thought to cross through Jesse Pinkman's head, because after that he's no longer Jesse Pinkman, is the thought of Jane. I think of anyone that only lasted the first 2 seasons, Jane is the most pivotal character. All right, Zach, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to go douchebag. Open up the canister of douchebag that no one has opened yet. A very rich category on this show. I feel like some of the douchebags might even extend to our wild. I didn't realize there was such a diverse tapestry of shit out there. I think this is an important pick because the douchebaggery on this show probably extends to every single character. I'm going to go with Bogdan and his eyebrows. Because Bogdan is a douchebag in a lot of ways. Obviously, at the beginning of the series, subjecting Walter to this very heartless and embarrassing line of work. But I actually think his greatest douche moment occurs when he refuses to sell the car wash for a reasonable price. So I like when characters make reappearances on the show and are just even bigger assholes than they were before. I guess it's almost like Tio Salamanca in a way. So yes, Bogdan and his eyebrows.
It's beautiful.
He went higher than I thought.
And yeah, like Adam's over here looking at this like he did mock drafts, and like that's not where I had him going.
Mock drafts.
Zach and I feel like Zach and I are coming into this completely cold and just like,
that's I want to go
with that guy.
Can you do like mock Breaking Bad drafts on Yahoo Fantasy or something? Like, how do you prep for that? Are there like leagues out there? Join a free league.
Oh, I'm sure we could find something. All right. Bogdan's off the board. I mean, in terms of like pure douchebagginess, I think that's about as douchebaggy as you get. So I'm not going to argue with the pick.
I've got to go with in character in less than 5 episodes. I think I got to go with Kubi.
Oh, Patrick.
Kubi. I mean, it's Bill Burr, obviously, and he's his few episodes he has. Like, you feel like he's in a lot more. He has like a pivotal part in those episodes where he's like faking working for like the plumber or something. I can't forget what his actual job was.
Yeah.
And obviously him in Dead Freight, he's got and then of course being all Scrooge McDuck and stuff with Huel. So I mean, Kubi it's Bill Burr, obviously, and he's awesome. I've always thought I wanted more from that character, but I would have thought he was in more episodes than just a few, but I guess not.
That's not where I was gonna go. That's not where I thought you'd go. That's interesting. Okay.
Adam's wraparound. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with. Let's go with my characters for Gus. I already got that. Okay, characters. I want her. Let's go wild card. I want Lydia. I'm picking Lydia.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
But yeah, Lydia, number 5. Or that's my number 4th pick. Okay, my wraparound pick though. This is tough. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Disappearer. We're gonna go characters less than 5 episodes. We're gonna go with Ed Galbraith.
I don't actually learn his name until El Camino.
I don't even know who that is.
That's the guy.
Robert
Forster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he's in 1 episode.
He is only in 1 episode, and then El Camino.
Yeah, I like how they did the callback.
96% sure that you're the guy.
Yeah, that's good call. I liked Robert Forrest in this perfect timing, and we learned that he passed away the day that El Camino debuted on Netflix. That was a somber moment on the podcast. I can tell you that. Anyway,
yes, it was.
Anyway,
but yeah, it's a good pick. If you're going characters in one episode, that's a good one to go with. It is a good one to go with. On to Todd.
Okay, so I need a Gus magical, and I need a douchebag. This is where it gets a little difficult.
This definitely does.
No. Well, okay.
You go with so much pressure on Terry if you do one pick for the main character pick in the douchebag category.
No, I can't. I couldn't. I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, I know you don't. That's not a good pick either.
So how many rounds are we doing? Are we doing 8?
10.
We got we're doing 10. We're doing 10. We can make it. We're almost halfway through.
Man, see, I feel like I could get a lot of these guys later. Screwed. Okay, under wild card, I'm going Badger, Brandon.
Brandon Mayhew.
Oh, that was going to last
There's
that
a thing
longer.
called talent. They don't got it.
He's really
like
good
a theme
at
song.
explaining the plots to like fake Star Trek episodes or something. And he obviously spins that sign pretty awesome. And
Yeah,
he's
Apex,
one of the great comedic timing characters in the show. And
He also
Yeah.
spins
Love.
Jesse pretty awesome too.
yeah.
After bringing a crossbow to a cook.
That is definitely true. And he was in Brightburn, right?
Yes, and yes, he was built for love.
He's Dwight Schrute's cousin too.
So Brandon
gosh.
Badger, that's what I got to go with.
That's a good one. All right, Zach.
Okay. I can't believe I'm going to do what I'm about to do. I think Adam knows what I'm about to do. I have to, though, because it's just sitting right there. And it's too easy and it's too funny. And I don't really think this about the character because I think this is what messes me up about the show and has led to toxic fandom. But screw it. I'm going Skylar White is my villain.
As a villain.
That's the villain.
As a villain.
Oh,
Okay.
That was you screwed Terry up so much of that pick.
Yes, I mostly just wanted to do it to screw Terry over. I don't really think she's the villain, but it certainly reinforces the narrative that exists online. That I don't believe, by the way.
That's why I put her in douchebag. But I mean, I guess
Skylar White, yo.
I guess villain works too.
Oh, that's
Man.
She was the
Beautiful.
she was the elephant in the room. She could probably go in any category except for less than 5 episodes.
She works with.
All
cards.
right. Well, I'm
Definitely.
left with. All right. I got to make a pick now because I don't want you guys to completely screw me over. So I'm going main character. If I got to pick between the two, I'm gonna pick with the one whose aura is purple, and that is Marie Schrader. Just get it out of the way. It's picked. It's done. It's over with.
Terry, this ship is going down quickly, Terry.
Spoon stealer.
Spoon stealer.
Douchebag.
Married to an astronaut.
Great radiologist.
Doesn't understand the difference between rocks and minerals.
The minerals, Marie.
Yeah. But also, I mean, Marie's got some good moments. Like she's solid. She has her arcs well. Okay. We're halfway through. So I'm starting off the 6th round here. And okay, I gotta go with.
So who's in the lead so far after 5 rounds?
Okay, in the lead after 5 rounds.
I would ask
Adam.
my show the most.
Adam's in the lead. Jesse, Mike, Tuco, the vacuum guy, and Lydia.
He's got Lydia though.
He's got Lydia. I know that's kind of a. I mean, if he had Todd and Lydia, that'd be different.
Um,
I have Todd and Kubi with Walter, Don Eladio, and Badger. I mean, that would
yours
be
is definitely the funniest. Yours definitely is the funniest.
Kubi and Don Eladio, I barely remember. Badger's your best pick, Todd. That was a nice that was a nice steal at 5.
Well,
He's
that
got
and
2
Walter
guys
White.
with no hair. Kubi could be recent day Bill Burr could be like a doppelganger for Walter White. So that could be like this height, like, oh, that's Heisenberg. No, it's just Kubi. It's just Kubi. It's another bald guy.
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of that, that's going to be my first pick of the wraparound. I mean, we mentioned it constantly throughout the show. It's Ted. Ted Beneke is my pick for douchebag here to make the wraparound.
Wasn't picked, but okay.
Possibly the best. Like, it was an act of God. It's like the best. He's got the best ending, the funniest ending. Like, what? That's what happened. Like,
but he's not dead though.
I remember watching it with my wife, and she watched it happen, and she couldn't stop laughing. It's like, what just happened to Ted?
We tripped over the carpet.
He's in a brace.
God,
that he'd been tripping over earlier.
Ted Beneke. That's my pick.
Okay. I think for the Salamanca cartel character, I'm going to go with Cousin Salamanca because I'm getting two for the price of one. I like, and apparently one of the cousins was in a movie we recently reviewed. Yeah, two for the price of one. I like it. I'm kind of shocked they were still on the board. I like that the Salamanca family has spread out among our picks. Maybe there's a Salamanca that Todd can draft too that I forgot about.
I mean, maybe. He did pick Don Eladio.
There is another. There's the one who Jesse kills.
Yeah, that Jesse kills. That's the. Is he like? He's Hector's.
He's his other nephew.
Other nephew. Yeah, he's another nephew.
Okay. All right. In wild card, I'm going Old Joe.
Yes.
I thought he'd last longer. That's a great.
How many
pick.
episodes is he in, Todd?
He's got to be in at least 3.
Oh no, you had him in less than 5 episodes. Okay, so you're pulling out a less than 5 episodes guy. Okay.
Yeah, because I couldn't. There was. I don't think there's any other category that you could put him in.
Yeah.
No, he's too cool.
He's got great. He's only in 2
cool
episodes of the show. He's only. So he's in the episode where they're stuck in the RV with Hank outside, and he's in the episode where they buy the magnets, and then he's in El Camino.
No, magnets. I didn't think that was gonna work.
I did not think that was gonna work.
He understands due process and search and seizure better than Saul Goodman. He really could be like a pure paralegal.
Yeah, he's an integral part of the plot, especially for only being in 2 episodes. I think that is good for that category. But I mean, I already picked one of those, so wild card.
I like it. Adam.
We got the wraparound pick. Who do we got here? Let's take a gander of who we got here. Okay. Yeah, I see somebody I like. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go Crazy 8 because Jesse, Crazy 8. They can rekindle some stuff. That was a great episode. One of my favorites of the show from way back in season 1.
It's a good pick.
Crazy 8.
Hell yeah.
He has a less than 5 probably episodes. The weirdest death.
Yeah. Death by bike lock.
Yeah. Bike lock. He should have been my 8th pick. That's where it should have been. But all right. And now we're gonna get we're gonna do it. Going to wild card again. We're gonna go combo. Gotta take him.
Oh,
I knew you were going to be the one to pick him.
Gotta take him.
No one else was going to, so
he's the ticket taker. He comes up with the RV.
Yeah,
maybe
the RV. He's the one that basically has Jesse hating Gus because the kid using kids.
All right, so I gotta get my character who works for Gus in Magical, and I think my highest ranked one that hasn't been picked yet is Victor. The what you guys call it, Dead Eyes or whatever.
Dead Eyes.
No, that's my Gus Magical pick there.
Oh yeah, Gus. My bad.
And he's got some good moments. Early on, he's really just like a guy who comes in and comes out, and then he starts to get built more into the plot. and his death is just gruesome and shocking. Like probably more than any death in the whole show. Like it's just like it is done for that effect, and he probably deserved better. He honestly learned how to pretty much do the whole cook just by watching Walt for a couple of days. So he's probably pretty smart too. I always liked Victor, but you guys always gave him shit.
Yeah, I mean, I liked Victor too. Like, if I looking at the list of because I need one from that too. That was probably where I was gonna go.
Okay, I'm going to go in my character in less than 5 episodes. I'm going to go with the great informant Tortuga, played by a star of the Regal commercial, Danny Trejo.
Yes.
Great character, suffers a very quick death, but I feel like had he not been hacksawed by the Salamanca cousins with a machete, no less, ironically, I think that character would have had a longer stay on the show. But we all love Tortuga. We miss Tortuga. Now he's just at the theater seeing a goofy movie.
My turn here. I got to fill in a couple of these slots here. I still need a Gus Magical guy. I need a less than 5 episodes guy. Let's see here. I think we got to do it. I'm surprised it hasn't been done yet because Adam was literally singing her praises before we started recording. Everyone knows it's Wendy. Wendy's my in less than 5 episodes character.
I was hoping that would have fallen to me.
Yeah, no. You had to pick Combo instead. Well done. No one else was going to pick Combo.
Combo's way better.
Gonna pick Combo.
He's so cool.
Remember,
no one was picking Combo.
Yeah, you reached on that one a little bit.
Okay, well,
that was a bigger reach than Skinny Pete. Like Skinny Pete was at least going to get drafted. Okay, now I've got to go with something else here. I've got 3 picks left.
My going downhill quick.
I'm looking. What am I looking at here? What am I looking at? I'm looking at. Oh man, there's some interesting ones out there that I can go with. There's some really deep cuts that are kind of fun that I do want to get to at some point. I think my last 2 picks might be some deep cuts. I need a Gus Madrigal, but I think I'm gonna save it. I have to just to honor the crappy way he went out. Steve Gomez. I'm going Steve.
Oh wow, he hasn't even picked
Gomi.
yet.
He hasn't been picked yet, and he's my 3rd wild card. So I'm going
That
Gomi.
is horrible. Why did I pick Combo above Gomi?
Now no one can say I don't have a good guy on my list because no one gets it. No one's quite as good as Gomi. So.
Yeah, that was an oversight.
Why did Gomi go last? Because you put him as Steven Gomez. Steven makes him a douchebag.
Adam hates his first name for sure. I mean, yeah. And he's kind of in this weird spot where doesn't really fit into a category. He's in the other. So, yeah. All right. Zach.
That's a good pick at number 8, though.
Yeah, I actually would have picked Wendy and Gomi had Terry not picked either of them. So that was a good spot for you, Terry. Terry's coming back. He still has to recover from the Marie Schrader main character debacle, but I don't know. We'll see.
Thanks for taking Skylar as the villain.
Turn that.
I mean, in what way is Skylar a villain? I still don't understand.
Have you read the online threads? I mean, the whole show is about how she's the villain, according to the fans. Okay. I got some really obscure ones that I really enjoy that you guys are not going to pick. Maybe I just go with those. I don't know.
We've only got a few picks left.
You've got 3 picks.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with
I feel like we almost need to go more than 10 now.
No.
We'll see.
Okay, I'm going to go with a character who I believe is outside of maybe the Salamanca cousins and Tio Salamanca, one of the only characters that doesn't speak. I don't think this character has a line in the entire show, and it definitely could have been a less than 5 episodes character. I love that Todd wrote him on here because
damn it, you're going to take my guy.
And he's bald like Todd is, and his name is James Kilkenny. and he is
James Kilkelly.
And he is the guy that is hired to pose as people that need to be arrested. He likes to be in jail, according to Saul. And when the cops find him, he very quickly acquiesces. I think that is the quickest defeat acquiescence since Terry decided to pick Marie Schrader as his main character. So that is a great character that I wish we knew more about, and I love that I stole it from Todd. So yeah, I'm happy. I feel good. I feel vindicated.
That was the one. That was like the third character I wrote down that I really wanted, and I thought I was going to be able to wait a while to get him.
Well, you thought wrong.
Yeah, he does. He does love prison, and I was thinking about him actually the other day at work when I was thinking about this draft, and I realized while thinking about him that it is the same guy who plays Oscar Shales in Prison Break, the guy that Mahone killed like before the show started. It's the same actor, and I looked him up. Those are his only 2 credits on IMDb: Prison Break and Breaking Bad, as 2 very similar type characters. I was like, man, that is my guy, but Zach stole him from me.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, Todd, who are you taking?
Okay, well, I need to get my douchebag out of the way, and I'm gonna get a 2-for-1 there. I'm going Raimi and Callan show. Those are the two detectives that keep needing to interrogate Jesse throughout the show. Those 2 asshole detectives who are in over their head, but are really at one time they're just kind of there to take up time. And then they get shoved out the door by Saul. Those guys are kind of funny, and but they're definitely asshole douchebags. So I get 2-for-1. I could have separated them because one of them I think is in 5 episodes, one's in 3. But I do like those guys.
It's a good call. It's a good call.
No recollection of those characters. Raimi and Callan show. I like it.
I remember them. Todd
definitely has the most deep cuts on the show, I would say, so far. Like he's got I mean, they're not necessarily
deep cut.
Well, yeah, of course. But well, you stole Old Joe. How about this? I'll trade you Kilkelly if I can get Old Joe.
Oh, now it's a real draft. We're trading pick.
Draft? I'll give you a 4th round pick for Old Joe.
That's 6th.
Is that possible to do?
Round?
I'd allow it.
I'll allow it. An 8th for a 6th. I'll take it.
No, I take it back. I like that I stole it from Todd. I like the value of the pick. You had 20 seconds to respond.
I saw your cursor was on him for like 3 rounds.
Oh,
and I was
damn
like,
it!
What is he doing over there?
I gotta take my cursor off. Then that's giving too much.
I made a copy of the list and I'm keeping track on my own. I'm not even looking at you guys. So,
well, I'm just crossing out the people that have been taken, but I have my own list too.
All right. Adam, wrap around.
I love the distraction. I was able to research some stuff live while you guys are talking. We're gonna do Cartel. Damn it, dude! This is Gaff. That's the guy. That's the Cartel's spokesman, right? The good-looking sniper rifle guy.
Yeah.
The guy who gets strangled by Mike.
Yep, I like it.
So
you're perfect. He fits perfect on my team. We'll do Gaff.
I like Gaff a lot. I had hit.
No. Cartel Salamanca.
Cartel. Oh, Cartel Salamanca. You still need that. I see.
Yeah, I'm okay. And then the next one we're gonna do. We have an award after him. We'll just pick him. We'll do Ken Wins.
Nice.
That's your douchebag.
That's my douchebag.
That's a great douchebag pick.
That is a great douchebag pick.
All right,
Todd.
Am I crazy, or has Huel not been taken yet?
Huel has not been taken yet.
Reasonably.
I gotta
do it.
Huel and Kubi.
You gotta do it.
I don't see.
I was hoping to get Skinny and Badger, but it didn't work. But yes, I don't know how. That's the thing. I don't know how QB was a 4th round pick and Huel is a 9th round pick. Like I totally would have switched those around.
You didn't take either of them.
I know. I thought about it, but
you took Skinny Pete in round 2.
I did take Skinny Pete in round 2. First pick of round 2. I wanted to make sure I got him.
Like, Huel was only in 11 episodes, and I feel like you guys had more conversations about Huel than you did about any supporting character on the show.
We had more conversations.
He's still on that couch. I guarantee you, he's still on that couch. Yeah.
And his irritable bowel.
Zach, your pick.
Yeah, that was a good one, Todd. I was looking at QB as well, or Huel as well. Did you see me highlight Huel? Is that why you thought of him?
No, I just had seen his name up there, and I had to scan our rosters, and I was like, "Oh shit, he really hasn't gone yet."
I will go with Hugo Archuleta.
Oh yes,
Hugo.
What happened to Mr. Archuleta? All right.
Well, I guess on IMDb it's spelled different.
I was thinking it was Archuleta.
That's what I thought too, but on IMDb it's spelled Archuleta, like Adam Archuleta, but on the Breaking Bad wiki thing it's Archuleta. So,
we're not going to
Archuleta. If you're
Archuleta, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, no, I feel like the wiki just does it like that because of how poorly Flynn pronounces it.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with. Okay. Uncle Jack? Anybody? Uncle Jack?
Uncle Jack.
Another
Hadn't
villain.
been picked yet? So I'm going Uncle Jack.
How about not on my carpet? Not in my living room.
Hey, Uncle Jack used to say life is what you make it. There we go.
All right. And before we finish like the original 10 rounds, I should probably fill out the last spot and just make wild cards the rest of the way. Oh, now I'm debating between two different ones.
How is that guy still on?
I'm going with it. You guys are giving me crap that I have too many villains and too many bad guys on the list. There's only one person on this list that you could consider a good guy, and that is Cynthia. The manager of Los Pollos Hermanos.
That's my girl.
Cynthia.
I didn't even realize that.
That's who I'm going with. That is my Gus employee that I'm going with.
Oh, I am so mad right now.
You went the ultimate loophole there.
I did.
Well, I mean, there are some of them that are kind of good guys. Like Tomas is not a bad kid.
True.
And Dr. Barry Goodman.
I mean, Dr. Barry Goodman. That's Luigi Vampa. So that's Luigi Vampa.
That is a strong pick to finish out your 10.
I thought so. I was saving that one.
I've every time she's on, I'm like, that's the best manager.
You have 4 females. I don't have a single one.
Do I have? I thought. Yeah, I do. I thought I had more, but I've 4 of my 10 are female.
Spoiler: he's gonna pick Spooge's wife. Okay.
Zach, it's you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go because it's my favorite episode, and because it's the one episode of this series that I appeared on. I'm gonna go the Tarantula Kid, aka Drew Sharp, causes a lot of mayhem. Unbeknownst, I could pick the tarantula if Adam's going to pick the fly, but I think we'll stick to humans in this draft. And tragic characters. I may have the most tragic characters on my list. Him and Mr. Archuleta really suffered some unfortunate consequences in this series. But poor Drew Sharp. All he wanted was to just catch the tarantula on his motorbike. That's all he wanted. It's not too much to ask.
I think half of Zach's characters end up dead.
He likes
characters.
Both cousins.
That's a good point.
Gail, Tortuga.
I think Kilkenny stays alive though because he's in prison.
I think six of his 11 are dead.
Skylar because of insanity. Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is the end of the sideshow. This is all littered with spoilers. So
it's been a year in the making.
Characters I know have to be picked if you guys know who they are.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Man, I only got 2 picks left, dude. Okay,
all right.
I'm still. We could still go longer.
my next pick is Skel. Tucker. Tucker.
Oh, I would go Tucker over Skell.
No, Skell is he's channeling his Michael Rooker. There, he doesn't ever wear a shirt. He just screams Tucker at the whole time, and he actually is kind of with it. He's like, "Don't be getting inside my head." He keeps screaming that at Jesse because he was trying to fool him. I think Skell is a pretty cool character. But yes, Tucker. You know, I mean, I'm not going to try to take him with Skell, but yes.
Man. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, it's a decent pick. But I would have taken Tucker. All right. He's the one that yells at Tucker.
For that one episode too. Yeah.
For the one episode. Tucker's the one that's what are you doing? Digging.
To China?
Where? You know where.
Yeah.
How deep do you think it is? It's pretty deep.
Yeah, so Jesse gets into the house. He distracts the meth head by digging a hole in his yard.
I know meth heads. Mm-hmm.
It's a good call.
All right. Adam, you got wraparound now.
And now with that, officially my top 16 characters I wanted to take have all been taken.
Skell was in your top 16?
Well, yeah, as a lower possibility one.
Yeah, number 16. That's essentially saying he was my 16th pick. Yeah. We're gonna go with. I'm doing it. I don't care. Neil, from the welder from El Camino. He was the one who made the apparatus.
Dipping into El Camino.
I'm dipping into El Camino. I like that character a lot. I don't care.
Shut up means everyone.
Shut up means everyone. That's a good character, though. He
it is a good character.
He was pretty badass. Not the redhead guy. I'm not usually into redhead guys. Dumb thing said.
Yeah, I was wondering when you were going to recognize me.
Yeah,
I love those redheads.
Yeah, that's a good call. I like Neil a lot. He's a really good pick there. Good El Camino dipping into it. And then we're going to go to with Francesca Liddy.
Damn it!
Oh,
good one.
I was thinking of
Francesca. You will when you start the next show, but she's an awesome character.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
She was floating around for a long time. I was like, yeah, I think it's time to pull the trigger.
I was considering, like, I was considering like going with it just to complete like the female, casting over here that I've got going, but all right.
Well, that changes the dynamic.
It changes everything.
I've got like three.
Yeah, I got
three that I want.
I got a couple more. Yeah.
Should we add 2 more picks? I mean, we're only at an hour. We said 90 minutes.
No. I think we set the limit. You go with your strength, or else.
Oh gosh.
If you don't go with your strength, you start getting characters. Like
Walter Jr.
Yes, or Skell.
All right. Well, I gotta go with. I'll take it from Zach because I know that it's the one he really wants, and that's Pa and Ma Kettle. They are the old couple.
No, I don't remember them.
Playing cards.
Oh, the naked couple.
Yes.
That is a good one.
Stickman. I was wondering who those people were, but yet Paul and Ma. Yeah, the guys.
Pa and Ma Kettle. They got to come off the board. I'm getting 2 for 1.
Naked people playing cards in the RV. Yeah. Your first female is a dual pick. That's well done, Todd. Well done.
I just got Francesca stolen from me right when I was going to take her.
Pa and Ma. That's a deep cut, and Pa might have got deep. Who knows?
They have like one shot. They're not even. There's not even a scene. It's a glimpse.
Gosh.
I called them as a stick man. That was in between sessions. I can just say that. Okay. Definitely in between.
All right, Zach.
All right. Okay, I don't think this character
left.
Okay, I don't think this character is listed on the spreadsheet, and I don't know if he has a name. I don't think he has a name, but I'm going to go with the guy at Home Depot who's trying to be a meth dealer cook, and Walter basically chastises him and rips him apart.
So good, dude. That's a good cut.
He's funny and pathetic, and he's a deep cut. So Home Depot guy, sure. I'll take the W there. You're welcome.
Home Depot cook.
That's
step off, man.
Home Depot cook.
Stay out of my territory.
I'm surprised. I thought for a second he was the guy that sold Walter the the waterless hot water heater, but it's a different guy.
It's a different guy.
We'll have to figure out what the name of that character is. I can't figure out what the episode's called.
He has a name. Yeah, we'd have to find that
called
episode.
Over.
All right.
The pressure's on you, bud. The last two picks.
I'm going with the deep cuts here because it's going to be worth it. Because there's a more that one that isn't quite as deep of a cut, a couple that are not quite as deep of a cut that I was thinking of going with. But no, I'm going to go with, here are my last two picks. First, I'm going to go with Clovis. I had to pick Clovis. This is Badger's cousin that is the owner of the auto body shop where they keep the RV and gets it up and running again.
That's a good one. He'd be a good douchebag too.
Now he's just awesome. And then once he realizes what he's got on his hands, Jesse steals the RV back. And my word is my bond, which is a great line that comes back up in El Camino. I enjoyed seeing that. So Clovis, and then for my last pick, this is kind of a deep cut, and I got to go with it because I think it might be the hottest principal I've ever seen, and that's Carmen Molina. I'm going Carmen Molina.
Yes,
I had to pick her. And Walt had the guts to put the moves on her. So
I texted Todd that I was going to put this on the list. And he's like, "Yeah, Terry's going to pick her, something like that." Terry's favorite.
As soon as I saw Carmen, I'm like, "Oh, I got to pick Carmen." That's coming up at the end. I'm picking Carmen. So there you go. Carmen was my last pick. Zach.
Okay, I've been waiting all draft for this pick because none of you guys were ever going to pick this. Again, not on the spreadsheet.
Tweaky dude.
Off the
character
spreadsheet.
name.
Tweaky dude. Sure. I am going to go with the band that sings Negro y Azul, Los Cohetes de Sinaloa. The song that's El Respeto, La Federón, Hablan de un tal Heisenberg.
Mariachi band.
From that episode. The Mariachi band. Shout out to the Mariachi band.
Tweaky dude and Mariachi band. Way to go off the board.
Still got picked before.
I can keep singing their song if you want.
Still got picked before Walter Jr.
The 35-year-old freshman.
Yeah, I had Skylar ranked last in like every category that I was eligible for. So
I was gonna go with Skylar until Zach, chickened out and made her a villain. I mean, Zach doesn't actually have a villain. The Salamanca cousins, maybe.
Yeah, they're villains. I have them listed as villains.
Yeah, you do. But then, he doesn't have. Then he wouldn't have a cartel Salamanca person.
If we actually put this list out on Twitter, my list is going to win because we'll get all the fanboys out there that hate Skylar White and they're going to vote for my list.
Yeah, but you also have Tweaky Dude, Mariachi Band, Mr. Archuleta, and James Kilkelly. I don't know.
Hey Todd, do you want? Okay, I was gonna say I'll give you Kilkelly for Huel because I wanted Huel too. See, Huel and Old Joe, I wanted those picks.
Well, you waited too long. I made sure I got Kubi. I took him in round 4.
I made sure I got Skinny.
Jeez,
Huel
was a good pick.
I made sure I got Combo.
You made sure you got Combo. He'd still be on the board.
Yeah.
Why does everybody hate Combo? Come on, man.
I don't think everybody hates him. It's just you have an unnecessary love for him.
Yeah.
You could have gotten.
I know we know Adam's last pick is going to be the group leader.
Or go. You could have gotten.
Oh,
Glenn
shut up!
Combo.
Don't spoil it.
Todd, it's your pick.
No, I mean, so I go with a character I love, or do I go with Victoria?
Victoria.
Oh, screw it. I'll go Gretchen Schwartz.
That's one of the ones I was thinking of taking.
She's I think she has like one more episode than Elliot Schwartz, but I mean she's an endlessly more interesting character too. And of course she's got Miles. And
she's
Walter.
got the episode
and Walter fell in love with her.
She's got the flashback episode, I think. Well, she's got. I think she's got 2 more episodes.
Well, yeah,
she's got the flashback episode.
She meets him in the diner or whatever.
Yeah, so I think she's got 2 more episodes than Elliot.
So Adam with the last pick.
Wouldn't
it be funny if Flynn got picked instead of Walter Jr.?
You still got Caleb Landry Jones in there.
That is true.
Lewis. One scene.
I'm going with the guy that supplied the artillery to Walter at the Denny's. That the gunsman.
His gun guy.
Who's the
gun guy? What's his name?
He was in 2 episodes. What was his name? Somebody research. That's the guy.
Lawson.
That's who was my last pick. Yeah.
Season 2, season 4, season 5.
That is a great last pick.
Season 2, he gives him what? The pistol. Season 4, he gives him what? Something.
Yeah.
What does he give?
I was also thinking about that guy in the back of the
referred to.
Yeah.
The guy what?
I was also thinking about the guy that gives the Salamanca cousins the
douchebag that gives them the bulletproof vests.
Yeah, the vest.
That's a good call. I thought you were gonna go with either Andrea or Brock.
I was thinking Brock. Brock, he said group leader, and I was thinking group leader too. But Brock was going to be could have been the last one. But I said, nah, let's go that. And then when I thought of that, I was like, no, wait, Lawson, that's the guy.
All right. Well, I think we've got it on the screen here. But for those that are listening, let's recap our draft here and just go top to bottom. Adam had the first pick, so Adam, recap your draft for us.
I went main character. I went Jesse. Cartel Salamanca. I went Gaff. I might 8 pick. Gus Madrigal. I did that. Mike Ehrmantraut at number 2. Villain. I did Tuco Salamanca at number 3. Less than 5 episodes. I went Ed, the Disappearer. Robert Forster's character number 5. A douchebag Kinwins. A little. Probably shouldn't have picked him, but whatever. A wild Lydia.
You're really selling this list.
Yeah, Lydia 4. Wild card Crazy 8 at 6. Combo, much love to Combo.
Controversial pick.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I thought that was a good pick, but 7. A wild card Neil from El Camino, the only person that was daring to pick from that list. At number 10, Francesca, number 11, and Lawson, not on our draft board, but pulled them out of my ass the last second. So at number 12.
It's a good call.
I forgot about this.
No, you were the one that did remember it. All the rest of us forgot about it.
That's my one talent. That's why I'm here, folks. Yeah. Yep.
Todd, what's yours?
All right, my main character is Walter White because he is the main character. Cartel Salamanca character is Don Eladio. My Gus Madrigal character is Victor. My villain is Todd. Of course, I had to go with Todd. Less than 5 episodes. The first one of those I took was Kubi, very early. My douchebag is the agents Rami and Callan show, and then the rest of my picks I had Badger, Old Joe, Huel, Skell, Ma and Pa Kettle. That's where it went downhill, and then Gretchen Schwartz. I rounded it out.
You were trying to rob Zach and wasted a pick to try and rob Zach. All right.
You robbed me with Huel. I had forgot when I saw Pa and Ma Kettle. I didn't realize they had names. So, no, Todd's is the list that I'm just not familiar. Like Todd's 3, 4. No, Todd's 3, 8, 10. I don't remember these characters. Todd was the most obscure list, but I like it. My main character was Hank Schrader because I misunderstood the rules, but I'm glad I have him. My Cartel Salamanca character was the Salamanca cousins. I guess they're combined, but Spooge and his wife are not. Gus Madrigal,
they're one character.
Not bitter about that at all. Gus Madrigal is Gail Bedecker. My villain, I'm proud of this pick. Skylar White. I don't care what you say. Less than
Skylar White, yo.
Less than 5 episodes. Tortuga. I'm proud of that pick too.
That's a good
douchebag. Bogdan. I went a little high for him, but he's
You did.
I can
a little high.
Never
A
gonna
little
touch
high.
Bogdan.
Number
Well,
4.
look at our other-
Could I have picked Bogdan's eyebrows as a separate character?
Probably.
Maybe.
My wild cards were Saul Goodman, James Kilkelly, Mr. Archuleta, Drew Sharp, aka the Tarantula Kid. I don't know if I like calling him Tweaky Dude. To me, I don't remember me picking that. I just remember it was the Home Depot guy, and then the Mariachi Band.
Oh, I love it. All right. My main character, I was left with nothing here. So my main character is Marie Schrader. My Cartel Salamanca is Hector Tio Salamanca. What happened to my Tio? Gus Madrigal is Cynthia, the Pollos Hermanos manager. My villain is Gustavo Fring, which was my number 1 pick. My less than 5 episodes is Wendy. Douchebag is Ted Beneke. And then my wild cards are Skinny Pete at number 2. Jane Margolis, Steve Gomez, Uncle Jack, Clovis, and Carmen the Principal. I don't have like the top end, but I am like just good all throughout. Like there are no picks in there that I regret. My list is solid all the way through. That's what I say.
Yeah,
I have the scene stealers.
Yeah, that is true. You have you have a guy with bad respiratory
Todd,
system.
Kubi, Huel, and Old Joe, and Badger.
You have characters. You have 2 characters that were on screen for literally 2 seconds.
That's one pick, though.
Biggest stick man of the episode was Pa Kettle, though. Oh,
and you got Skell instead of Tucker. Like Tucker's the best part of that scene, and you went Skell. Like,
all you think of
what
is
are we doing?
Tucker.
Tucker's
left on the board, just like
I know Tucker is still on the board.
If someone had said that Terry picked Skinny Pete and Gomez, and one of them was 2 and one of them was 8, which one do you think people would think he picked those picks with?
Yo, I'm Skinny Pete.
I'm surprised Gomez. That was the biggest shocker of everything. Gomez went so low.
Skinny would not have been my number 2 pick if it wasn't for El Camino. That's what I have to say.
Interesting.
I probably, looking back on it though, number 2 probably should have been Mike. I should have gone Mike Ehrmantraut and gotten Gus and Mike.
Yeah,
I was seeing the best 2 positions to be in. Obviously, was 1 or 4 because you could tag team it up with Gus.
No, because Mike. I missed out on Jesse, Walt, and Hank.
But you could double up with Mike and Gus. That was the play. Gus and Mike go number.
Okay, wait. Let's. Who had the best list besides yours? Your own.
I like Todd's.
I like Adams.
Terry has Beneke, so it's a hard pass for me.
Just because he's on the list. He's in the douchebag spot. I like Adam's list.
You picked him at 6.
Yeah,
above Gomez.
I like Adam's list, but I do like James Kilkelly and Saul being on one list. So I probably would vote Zach. But Adam's
got Jesse, Mike, and Tuco. Like,
pull
those 3 out.
I would go the first half of Adam's list and the bottom half of Todd's list, because Todd got, I thought, some real steals toward the end, especially the Pon Ma Kettle and Huel. Those were great calls, but Adam got the heavy hitters, I think, with Jesse, Mike, and Tuco.
Steals at the end of the draft. I got Gomi and Uncle Jack.
Yeah, Gomi and Uncle Jack are pretty good steals at 8 and
9. At 8th and in the 8th and 9th rounds.
Yeah, Gomi. That's you picked Beneke above him. That was the shocker.
Hey, would you rather watch a show with Steve Gomez or a show about Pon Ma Kettle? I think I'm picking Pon Ma Kettle.
Gomi. I'd rather watch a show about Gomi.
You want to see,
we did see a
poker in the
spinoff
RV?
with Gomi. It was called Strange Darling. No.
Yeah.
True.
See, if we wouldn't have started out, if Adam would have picked anybody but Jesse first, my draft would have gone differently. I would have probably gone Saul as my first pick overall. But I mean, Jesse was. It was like my first pick would have been Saul. My second pick would have been Jesse. But when you went Jesse, I couldn't go without a main character for 6 picks. So then I had to go Walter. My draft could have got screwed by Adam's first pick.
Yeah, I did put. What did I put out? I don't think we got a lot of hits on Twitter with this. I should have put this on YouTube, but I did. What do we say here? I think it was like a 3-way tie. Honestly, on the it was a 3-way tie. Walt, Jesse, and Gus were all voted on as being that's who should be the number 1 pick of the draft. Jesse, Walt.
Zach, if you understood the rules in the first round, who would you have picked?
Saul. But I got him with my second pick. So
you got him anyways.
But then, what would you have done? That would have changed everything. Stuck with Marie, Walter Jr., or Skylar.
See, that's the thing is, if he had gone with Saul, I would have gone with Hank and Gus on the turnaround, and he probably would have ended up with Skylar as the main character, which meant he could have picked someone else as a villain.
No, I like the way my list turned out. I'm satisfied with it.
Yeah, you got Tweaky Dude. I like it too.
Yeah, you got Tweaky Dude.
Really, the story of the draft was Terry picking Skinny Pete above Saul. That really was the.
I was good with picking him above Saul. I missed Mike. That was my problem. I was looking at him like I'm good with going with Skinny, and then I got like once we got to like pick 7, and Todd was picking. I'm like, oh crap, I missed Mike.
Todd went with Todd, his namesake, over Mike.
So what we should really push here is I'll make a clip, a short YouTube short of Terry picking Skinny Pete at number 2, and we try to get that actor on. That's what we should do.
There we go.
That's like the viral clip of when Charles Barkley picked Allen Iverson as the greatest NBA player of all time, picking Skinny Pete at number 2. That's Terry's Charles Barkley moment.
Hey, we're talking best characters here. Like that is one of my all-time favorite characters in this whole thing is Skinny and Badger. But I didn't want to.
Allen Iverson was great too, just not top.
See, I didn't want to whine like a little bitch like Zach did when he couldn't pick the Spooges together. So I only picked
Gus Magical list was really deep, and that's why I didn't pick Mike right off the bat. But then we didn't even dip that far into the Gus Magical list. Like we took almost all the cartel and almost all the villains.
I picked Cynthia, Todd.
I know. Yeah,
if I realized who Cynthia was, I probably would have picked Cynthia, honestly, because I was thinking about her. Every time she's on screen, I've always mentioned her.
You took Francesca from me. That hurt.
At 11, that's a discount. That was a discount buy. Oh yeah. She's just laying there or staying there, whatever.
I like being able to pull out I think I had the best deep cut in the main categories by going Cynthia. Todd had kind of a deep cut with Raimi Callan. I think Ken Wins would have been a deep cut if we didn't make such a big deal of him, like in every episode of the sideshow.
That is true. All right.
Well, hey, we're at the 90-minute mark. We said we were going to be done. Zach's got to get to bed.
Yep. I think, though, Terry should put this out on Twitter. So if you do follow us at Almost Sideways, definitely vote on our list. And if we did and maybe we rank each list. Maybe we put out 4 different polls. How did we do on our draft? Just put it out there like that. Maybe we should do something like that. And we'll figure it out. I don't know. Anyway, this was a fun experiment. Maybe we do this for Better Call Saul. Who knows? But yeah, maybe we should do. I like the draft. I think we should do another draft of some kind of movie franchise or TV show later on in the future.
Obviously, I agree.
With that said, that's Terry above me. That's Todd and Zach below me. My name is Adam, and you guys have an A1 day.
Breakdown of Breaking Bad.
Sit and spin, everybody.
Sit and spin.